Hi guys, oh my god, I'm so excited, I am so excited, it is finally done! Yes, my symphony journal is finally done! Why is it called a symphony journal? Because it has symphony on the spine. I mean, there's always more I could put in here, but I have a feeling this chunkiness is enough. Do you think it's enough in here? Maybe I should put something more in here. I don't know. But I felt it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of bursting at the seams. And there's still room to put stuff in here. So now I took the clip off. I didn't mean to do that. Not yet. I'm gonna show you stuff. I'm gonna show you. Let's put the clip back in. So the signatures are not sewn all the way to the top. They are kind of in here somewhere, the first sewn. So you can press this down in there really good. Yeah, when it's not tied together really tight. I've tied this really tight. I mean, I can still squeeze it a little bit more if I really press, but oh my goodness, this baby is thick. So, are you ready for a flip through? Yeah, it's gonna be a long flip through, but oh my god, so much stuff and it's so much fun and I am in love. I am in love. This is one of the things that's gonna be really hard to let go of. Mainly because it's taken me so long to do it. But as everything we make, there are some good things we like and some things we like less. One of the things I really like about this is the little hole with the dingle dangle. So on the front it has some charms and some beads, and on the back I made a hole and it has a little tassel. It has a little tassel. So the theme of this, since the fabric had symphony on it and I put that on the spine, I kind of wanted like music theme, so I have a treble clef there, and I tried to put in like music notes, but then the colors kind of gave me fairy vibes, and it's so soft. Oh, you could pet it all day. It's so soft. So then I started to turn towards fairies, but you know me, I love the vintage, I love the grungy, so there's some of that in here too. And hopefully with this flip through, I can give you some inspiration for your journals. I'm so excited, I can't speak. Yes, I did sound like that thing on the Muppets. You know, that skinny, that beep, 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 beep. It's the assistant to like the chemist or whatever he was, scientist. Anyway, moving on. Doesn't matter. It's also winter here, and that means very dry. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to kick you. Very dry air, so all the dust is airborne, and this is kind of a plastic, so it kind of sucks all the dust in. Anyway, let's open this up. So around it has this sewn. Oops. Of course it flips open right away. Don't spoil the surprise. Stay closed. So it's sewn on with some glittery yarn and different things in there. It has different layers of stuff. It's embroidery thread in there too, and yeah, it's a lot. And I tried to kind of ink it up a little bit because I wanted it to look grungy, but it doesn't really show up that much, so it's a bit of ink on it. Try to like grunge it up a little bit to not make it look so super pristine. And then we also have the tassel that got stuck in another tassel right now. What am I doing? There we are. So we have the big tassel with a lot of, and you keep spoiling everything. Let's move you. So we have the big tassel with a lot of little ribbons and lace and stuff, and it's removable, and it has some pink metal wire that it's stuck onto, and the dust. So let's start. Oh, now the butterfly come here. So front we have the little dingle dangle up there. We have some hard corner. It is a soft cover, so but it's not super soft. I mean, it's bendable, but it's still some stiffness through it. And here we have another tassel. So let's open. So the first page here, we have some mushrooms and we have a pocket. We have a pocket and there's stuff in here. I'm not going to show you everything. but I will show you a few things. So in here we have a little from a vintage antique songbook. I grew up with this songbook actually, so it's very early. I got mine from my uncle's girlfriend, and she got it sometimes 50s, 60s. So this songbook was published like for many, many, many years. It was the one that a lot of kids had. And of course, we recognize the Edith Holden. And here we have a altered paperclip. And this is, I think this was from the 50s. I'm not 100% sure. I could be very wrong. 1924 even. Not even that. So it's antique, 1924. And it is a receipt for hats, actually. So it's very pretty. I love that. So that's clipped in 1924. And that's one of the reasons why this is going to be pricey. It has a lot of work put into it, a lot of materials put into it, and a lot of unique stuff like that. This is, you won't find exactly the same journal anywhere, anytime. Here we have some lace and some trim, and here again from, this is actually a 50s magazine, I believe, because I did buy a lot of like ladies magazines from the 50s. So that's a page from that. Here we have the first little fairy, and again music sheet from that songbook. It comes through back through the whole thing. This little tag, this is smile, and the back side has hand dyed paper. It's dyed with let me think, it is blackcurrant, I believe, that one, kind of bluish purpley color. This is onion peel dyed paper, the background paper here, some stenciling and lace. So I tried to make a lot of this music lace come back through, but not like every page, but you know, come back through the whole thing. Here we have a shorter page from a vintage children's book, and the first some more fairies. Not the first fairy, but some more fairies and some bling. And in here we have again a vintage photo. This is from Ilfjordtana. This is Norway, and these are those vacation little what's the word I'm looking for here? Souvenir little things. And here's an ad from a vintage paper. This is like real. It's not like a copy one or a scanned one. It's real. And a handmade tag with some little dingly-dungs up at the top here. And again, hand-dyed paper on the back. And this is a dyed coffee filter. And this one is, I don't think I had a year on this. I think the seller said early 1900s, so 1920, he thought, something like that, maybe earlier. And it's a business card, kind of. No, calling card. That's the word I'm looking for. Calling card. So you have the name there. And it's really old. And handmade tag with, again, some music paper and some stuff on. And this is watercolor dyed paper with, let me put this in. And tea dyed paper, no, onion peel dyed paper, I believe. Could be tea dyed. Very similar in color, depending on. Handmade tag with some coffee dyed paper on the back. And some little fringes there. Some stickles on the flowers. And some pages are very open, so there is a lot of place to write in this journal. It says dream up there. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to shake you. These are actually from the war. These are food coupons, and this one is for like butter and stuff like that, butter and lard, stuff like that. And 1942, June 1942, the date is there. And handmade tag. And this pocket is from a huge poster that had an antique map, and the edges were like these. Very pretty. Very pretty. And this looks very white on camera, but it is actually dyed paper, and some ripped fabric on the edge, and some notes. And here we have the first flippy flop, so unicorn and hand dye. This envelope is hand dyed with blackcurrant. So we flip it open, and in here we have a lot of stuff. So we have a vintage playing card, a little, we call them bookmarks, you call them die cuts in the US. We call them bookmarks, we used to collect them as kids. And a little handmade card, so lines on the back. There we go, putting that back in, and we're flipping over. Oops, 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 oops. Yeah, that's a flip. Oh, glue, always the glue. And yeah, from a book, yes. And this is not hand-dyed paper, this is bought marble paper, but I thought it fit nicely. And this one you might recognize from the Creative Studio. And I'm not sure where I got the paper, but the stamp, the bird stamp there is Creative Studio. And these stickers are also there. And I love their stuff. And this is from a vintage receipt pad. And the paper is from a grocery bag, I think, for flowers. And a map book. And we flip it over, and here comes, there's a lot of hand-drawn stuff in here too. Like this this little sketch here is hand-drawn by me, yes. So I signed it, my initials there, and the year, so NN 23. So yeah, and hand-dyed papers and all of that. The bird is cut out from a bird book. And this is a fabric belly band with some paper sewn on, with some music sheet sewn on. And here we have another altered paper clip with a little heart up here. I thought that was cute. And just a little paper with some music on, and on this side, oops, sorry, here we go. And this is, I think this is tansy dyed paper. It has a slight green tint to it, so I'm thinking this is tansy dyed paper. Hand dyed again. And another altered paper clip with a little card. And here we have one of the cutest little cards ever. Look at that little card. It's very, very bubbly, and I was afraid to iron this because I didn't know how well this glossy magazine could handle the heat from the iron, so it's not ironed, therefore it's a bit bubbly. And a reprint of a postcard with some stickers and stuff on the back so you can write. And a hand-drawn little doodled belly band. And a little stencil, and not too much to talk about here. Some decorations put on. And here we have, again, Creative Studio sticker. And this ticket is also from the Creative Studio. I will flip it over, and in here we have vintage antique photo. It's actually a photo of a photo, so that's kind of fun. I thought that was really funny, so I took it in. Here's some reprint of some old things, and this is also from Creative Studio. So there is some stuff in there. I think there was something else in there too, but it's gonna take forever if we're gonna dig through everything, right? Right. And this is flippy floppy, so you have a little sticker underneath there too. So, yeah. And here we have some kitty cats and some stickers on here. make it a little bit glossy and shiny and funny. And here we have a little fabric tag at the top. I have a lot of, as you can see, there's a lot of space to stuff in here. There's a lot of space to write in here. And again, a lot of space to write, but they have a lot of decorations too. And here we have, this one got a little bit stuck, so I'm gonna, again, there we go. And it's flippy floppy, so you can write here. And it has a tag, music sheet tag, and some flowers. And this is again the children's vintage children's book, and this one I believe is tea dyed. I mean, all the papers here, there's not, I don't think I have any white papers. They look white on the screen, but they are slightly dyed, and they are then hand dyed. So here I made a little thing. So this flower flips open like that, so you can tuck things in there, and this one you can tuck things in there. So this tag fits right in there, and it's a tag with tags up there, and you can write on the back. So there, and it's tall enough so it kind of sticks up, so it's easy to find again if you wanna. And here again is from a vintage magazine, and it flips up, and there, hang on, there, now you can see it. And we flip over, and this is ink dyed, I believe. Yeah, ink dyed. I sprayed and I splotched on it the blue. It's been a while since I did that, so yeah. And here you have one of these sheets, so it comes with, that you can have fun with. If you saw the video where I go over the funny little text and stuff, so it's in here. It's in here. It will go with. And a card that is just, I'm not going to take it out. And it has an altered paper clip at the top. I feel like I'm very far away, but also if I zoom in too much, I cannot go off screen, so I don't know. And here are some little cards to write on. Edith, hold on again. And we're flipping. I feel like there was 2 pages here, but it's not. It's just a very thick page. And some fabric decorations and some flower stickers on vintage music sheet. And I love this. This is amazing. And it's so soft. And it's very old. You can see on the color. I found some new ones, and they were like very starched and very bleached. This is older one, and it's so soft, and oh, love it. Some stenciling on the sides. As you can see, there are plenty of pages you can do stuff on or write on, or so this is a very useful journal. At the same time, it has a lot of stuff in it. And here we have a little, I put a little tab on here to, it's such a small page, so I give it a little tab so it will look bigger. And here are some, this is vintage antique bookmark that I glued on. It was very damaged, so I glued it onto this brown craft paper to save it, pretty much. It was so damaged. But it looks really pretty in here. And up in the corner here, we have an eyelet with a tassel, with some lace and some yarn and some decoration. What's the word I'm looking for here? Edge trim, I guess, maybe. And it has a clasp here, so you can change the thing you put on here. So you can take the tassel off, and you can put something else in there, or you can put more stuff hanging here. So it's a little clip there. And this is again from a vintage music book. And here we have some more fairies with a little unicorn, and again, music from that children's book. And what's it called? Bookmark with that has some special effects on it. And it's a Lisa Parker, and it's a used one. I found it at the garage sale. So it's a used one, and I thought it fit really nicely in here. Plus, I love the tassels, so I kind of put it up so it sticks out when you close it. And a little stamp at the top. More fairy decorations, stenciling, more stenciling, and here we have a flip up. And you can write here, there. And this one has a scalloped edge. I don't know how well it shows up. It's so heavy, it's kind of, I don't want to lift it up. I don't want to lift it up. And as you can see, hand-dyed paper, lots of decorations. There's something on every page. If just sometimes it's just a sticker. And here's an antique paper. And this paper is amazing. It's kind of coarse. And it has different types of fonts on it too. I love it. And here we have another altered paper clip with a little notebook, and this one you can decorate more or less, or you can write in it and you can give it to a friend. You can put some stickers on it, you can put stickers on it, you can draw on it, you can do anything with it. And here's some stamps, and also hand-dyed papers. And as you can see, I had some mats, placemats. That's the word I'm looking for. Placemats here when I dyed. So when I dyed the papers, and I believe this is coffee dyed. It's so dark, so I think it's coffee dyed. And here, altered paper clip with another little bookmark. This page we have some smaller pockets here with some smaller tags. And this one is actually a sticker. So you can peel off the back and use it. That's a sticker. And a little fairy in the corner. And here we have some page trim. This is a longer piece of that sticker thing that comes from. And again, antique paper. And I love the material on this. Let's see if I can show you the paper. Can you see the paper? It has some, almost look like there's dust inside the paper. I love this. I love this so much. You have no idea. And stickers, stamps, scalloped edges, edge trims. I have something on the edge on pretty much all over. And here we have die cut butterfly. We have bookmark. And we have a handmade tag. Again with some music sheets and colors that match. And again, the pocket is fabric with sewn on music sheets. And the music melody lace trim thingy. That's good. Here we have a belly band with a lot of punched out butterflies. And again, more bookmarks or die cuts as you call them in the US. I'm going to keep calling them bookmarks because that's what we call them. So this is from 1925. And I'm not 100% sure what they bought. I'm trying to read here, and it's so it seemed to be a 4 kilogram ham, orange something, sunflower, I have no idea, bread, raspberry juice, and I'm not sure what they bought. They bought some food here anyway. I just love this. 1925. It says up in the corner. 26th of May, 1925. So yeah. And I'm putting that in there. And I'm putting the pretty flowers in there too. I want it to stick out a little bit. There we go. And we're flipping over again. And here is, I did some doodling and put some stickles on here. So it's very sparkly. It's on watercolor paper. And here we have an old envelope and an even older baby card. It's one of these thick ones, and I think many of them have such beautiful, the backside is so pretty. And this is kind of giving the information about the company that they did it. So it's kind of their PR. So I really love that. And as you can see, the envelope is really old too. And I do this with a lot of pockets. I'm gonna show you this. I leave this edge open to make it easier to put in and out things, and it doesn't really limit the width other than the spine of the book. Yes, and stenciling, tab, flowers. And here again we have one of the shorter tiny pages, but it still has a pocket. And it has this little card. It's a bought card, it's not original, but this is an original vintage one of those souvenir photos that you can get. Peisestua, so it's again Norway, that's Norwegian. And another beautiful image from the Creative, I almost said the Creative Cove, but that's a YouTube channel that I absolutely love. So a lot of the sketches I have in here are inspired by the Creative Cove. I follow her little sketch tutorials. And yeah, there's a lot of lace trim. There's a lot of washi tape. I try to use a lot of them too. And stickers. And edge trim. Again, antique note. So you can see this has been damp at some point. And I love this. It's a lot of, you know, antique mixed with hand dyed, mixed with old, mixed with new. Here again, washi tape on a coffee dyed sketchbook paper. So, and again from an old book. And stenciling, and yeah, I try to mix new and old and colors, but still kind of make it cohesive. And I just love this. I mean, look at this. There's so much space to write. And here again, coffee dyed paper. Again, vintage ladies magazine. And on this side we have a belly band with a kitty cat. Kitty cat in a little box. It's so cute. And a little card that you can write on. With sewing and collage and everything. And the belly band paper, it's dyed with, it's painted with watercolor, it's stenciled, and also have fabric strip ribbon is the word I'm looking for. Here we have another envelope, so we flip it open, and what do we find inside? We have a card and also a little so you can write right here, right this place. And we fold it together, and we have the fairy, and we open this, and this one opens flippity flop and flippity flop. Oh, going off camera. We do the little flippy floppy. So here you have a little circles to write on. You can also write on the back of the envelope that is glued to this page. And you have all this space. You can glue paper on here if you don't like it. Yeah, and there we have a little pocket with a sticker and a little card. So I try to put a lot of material in, so you can use it for your own journals, or you can use it for, you know, your own purposes, you know. So you can like remove a tag and put it in one of your journals, or you can use the stickers to decorate this journal. Here again, writing space, flippy floppy, and a fairy. This fabric here, I have put some stickles on the edges to make it a little bit more shiny. And here we have some decorative paper, and here's a pocket with some stuff in there. Do you see that? Yeah, it has some stuff in there. Not gonna show you. And here again we have a vintage antique photo. I'm not 100% sure where to draw the line between vintage and antique. I think Etsy says 20 years is vintage, which means 2003 is vintage. And for me, vintage is like 1970s and older. But then again, they say antique is 100-year. So I don't know. I don't know where to draw. If I say vintage, that means it's older. It's at least 80s, but most of the time vintage for me is like 50s, 60s, 70s. Yeah. So this one is vintage antique. It's antique, 1917. 1917. The 27th of August, 1917. Yes, and it has a little tassel. Here's another altered paper clip with, it has a little pocket. It has pockets, and it has a little fairy, and it has a little card with a circle that you can write on, and it has another circle you can write on. So it's a writing circle. And I made the holes kind of, oh, there's more in here. I can see stuff sticking out. There's stuff sticking out. There's a sticker. So yeah, in order to make it easier to put stuff in and out, and I find that works pretty well. And you can also write on the back of the card because it's lined. So there's a little extra thing. And here again, vintage music paper, and a little handmade card. And I really like this journal. I really like it, and it has the blingy stuff and a lot of altered paper clips and trims on the edges and pockets and stuff. And here is another one of these old ones, and it is from 1925 again. Trying to figure out what they bought. It says leather and shoes. Yeah, so they bought 6 pair of gray shoes, something, 6 pairs of something, and 3 pairs of gray. So there's something gray and sand colored and gray again, and it says shoe sales. So there's a lot of, yeah. Okay. Oops. I don't know how did I fold this? Was it like this? I guess it was. There we go. And we flippy floppy, and we have hand-dyed paper, and we have lace, and here we have another 2 pockets in the fold here. And again, some tourist, this is from a church. It's the altar from a church. Handmade tag. And another little cardy thingy with some lines on the back so you can write. And let's put it back. And on this side, we have this little tag and another tag, handmade. And this is watercolored paper again. And one of my little sketches on here. And the sketch is inspired by the Creative Cove. And here's some hand-dyed paper and lined, and some little doodles, and yeah, a little map. So there we go. Let's put it back. I said I was going to show you everything, but then I end up showing you everything, pretty much everything anyway. Another little altered paperclip with some beads. Lots of lace, lots of pockets, lots of bling. Here again, fairies, and we have the fabric topper here, and yeah, like that. So you can write stuff. It's a deeper pocket, and on this side it's another deeper pocket with some collaged sewn, and this is a weekly planner page. Come on, so you can use that for your weekly planning, at least for 1 week. You can divide it up and like do more weeks, but yeah. And a little fairy up in the corner. So I try to make the vintage and antique come back and forth, and mix with some new stickers and new prints of old stuff. And here we have another flip out like that to write on, and music paper, hand-dyed paper, vintage ladies magazine, some lace hanging down, some stickles, a little lace trim there. And here's a pocket that goes the other way. So usually I leave it open to the center. This one I left open to the outside with a sticker and some music sheets, and yeah. And we have another music sheet tag. And yeah, there we go. And some stenciling, some bookkeeping paper, pocket. This one. So I have the card, I have some Monopoly money, but also this. Now, this is for hand sewing, it's for writing. So we have the VXYZ and QRS are the big ones. And here we have some more letters. So it's really old and very delicate. So be gentle with it. It wants to break. You want to break free. No, it just wants to break. It doesn't want to break free. And here we have some more stuff. And more stuff. And again, like this. We have some vellum paper with some rows on. We have a handmade tag with some strings. And this one is from, I think I saw a year here somewhere. It's a membership card anyway. It's very early. 1907. There, I just saw the year. Do you see that? See the year? It's very faint. 1907. So it's an old Swedish Tourist Association year card. And this is another little card, 1827 to 1897, and it's for writing. So this side is for the address, and then you wrote the message on the back, and it's unwritten. So yeah, I thought that was really cool, and it's pretty, and I'm putting it back in a mess. I'm not gonna do that. Let's make it look kind of pretty. Let's do that. Let's put it back in. So 1907, so there's some antique stuff again. And here, this one, you flip it like that and you pull that. And you have a lot of place to decorate or write on and stuff. And in the corner here, I have a little bulb pin with some stuff on it. A little flowers, some dangles, and a little paper. And on this side, we have another pocket. Because I try to put pockets where there's like the background isn't so nice to write on. And in the pocket I put stuff that you can write on. So again, hand-dyed paper on the back there. And a little card, a little envelope here with a lot of stuff in it. So we have this. We have a sticker. We have another vintage antique tourist card, and this one is from Rättvik. This is in Swedish, Vadstena. And here's another one, but this one is from Gothenburg, and it's a newer one because it's colored. And here we have making new friends. It's kind of one of those angel cards, and I just thought making new friends was really nice, and color-wise I thought it was really pretty put in here. I thought I had put more of these stuff in here, but we've only seen one so far. Oh, I think I had more in here. But anyway, we're just halfway through, so might still show up. And here, almost invisible, we have a little pocket here with a little one of these little notebook thingies that has flowers and a little string and stuff. So it's almost invisible there. I like it. And here we have some, these you can flip up. So you can flip them up and put something underneath. And here again we have some old vintage stuff in this little pocket here. So we have a fairy with some glitter on it. I don't know how well the glitter shows up. A vintage card. This is Zorn. This is a statue of a Swedish artist. And again from that receipt pad. Antique vintage receipt pad. 1921. And they ordered, I'm not quite sure what they bought. It says Persian hat and one package with a truck. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what they bought, but these are a hat and an accessory company. This I thought this was really pretty. So 1921, and that one, and that one, and let's put it back in the pocket. I love this pocket. This is from a pad that was called, I think, Vintage Lace, something like that. Another little handmade tag. And we recognize the Edith Holden, of course. I have a lot of Edith Holden books that I bought over time. And I was kind of, saving them because I don't want to use them. But now I realize I have to use them. They're just collecting dust. I have tons of them and I just keep buying them because I love them. And this is again from Ladies Magazine, some ads. I'm gonna make you into a new man. Do I have a year somewhere? I don't know if I have a year anywhere here, but I believe 50s at least. Looking at the fashion and stuff, it's 50s. So there we go, and I'm gonna put you back in the paperclip. Whoa! Why is the folding doesn't work all of a sudden? There we go. Let's put it back, and it has an altered paper clip. And here we have another pocket card, and I have something there. So this is from a Flora book, and a card. There we go. And this is actually a real ad, not a sticker or anything. This is a real vintage ad. So that's what I mean. I mixed, this is a brand new sticker mixed with a vintage music. This is also 40s, 50s, 60s maybe, this one. And it matched really well. And then again, we have some ribbon, silky ribbon with some stickers on. And another little pocket. And in this one we have this. We have a little piece of watercolor paper, and we have again from a Vintage Ladies magazine a very pretty image. And I feel like there's something else in here, but maybe it's not. Oh yeah, I made a double pocket here because this is one of those gift card things, so it's a double pocket, so not everything is in one pocket. So this one goes behind, and then you can put some stuff in the front pocket. So yeah, there's like 2 tuck spots there. And here we have another altered paper clip that holds some fairies, and put some stuff, writing space there. Edith Holden, and I didn't want to do too much. It's too pretty. And here we have another altered paper clip with a little tassel on it, and a pocket with a tarot card that you can write on the back, and another card that you can write on. So there, and some white music lace, music sheets, music sheet, I don't know. And this one has a ripped edge that I went over with gold pen. And here we have a flip to write, and another flip you can write extra, and here's another flip that you can write extra, or put stickers, or decorate, or whatever you feel like. And I have some all the fabrics are fraying and shedding and stuff. Yeah, here we have a little tag, and here's another one of those angel cards. And I thought this one was too cute not to include. I mean, come on. So you can write on it and send it to a friend. Send some happy mail to a friend. You can write on it. There we go. And here we have a little envelope with some stuff in. I'm not going to take it out. With some stuff in there. And it has the butterflies there as a closure. And here we have Flippy Floppy, and we have the Flippy Floppy. Yes. And in here we have one of those little dolls. I don't know if you had those when you were kids. Now these are again 40s, 50s, something like that. Maybe 60s, but I think earlier 40s, 50s, with some clothes. And we also have a small one that I cut out from the magazine, and I glued some extra paper on back because it was so flimsy. So we have another of these cutout dolls, and old postal card for when you got packages back in the day. So I don't know how they got a hold of them, but I got a bunch of them from a person that got it from an old post office, he said. I'm not sure. There we go. So that little doll there was, yeah, it was really fun find when I bought it. And here we have another angel bookmark, another vintage souvenir. This is from Ireland. And here we have some, they call this like emergency currency, and I don't know, I don't understand it because it has a lot of religious stuff on it, but it's also numbered. So I'm not quite sure. This is in German, and I don't read German. So maybe you can tell me. And here we have another one, 1921. Another one of these. And I'm trying to read at the same time as I'm trying not to unfold it. Now I can't unfold it. Yeah, here we go. So 1921, so it's up in the corner, and they bought, I have no idea what that is, something sweetened anyway. And that is something with pears. I'm not quite sure what they bought, but it's food anyway. It's food. Typical. So that stuff is in there. Those are vintage and antique and so on, and it's hidden in the envelope. And on the other side here we have a pocket with another one of these touristy card and the white salon. Yeah. And what I did watercolor, and then I did stenciling. First white stenciling with some gesso, and then I went over it with some black ink with a brush. And it's lined on the back, and it has some little silver doodles at the edges. And actually this pocket is made by a card, collaged card that I got from Nikkan. And hand-dyed paper, botanical paper, and belly band. And again we have another beautiful little couple here. And this is another card from Gothenburg, and another one of those stenciled cards you can write on the back. And the little belly band. And this belly band is from, oops, sorry, didn't mean to kick you. This belly band is from one of those old stationery sets from the 80s. And here we have some doodles that I made with a lot of stickles on it, so it's very shiny. Another little card. And a handmade card that I glued together just like that and put some floopy on the top. Technical term, floopy. And this is again from an antique book, and the lace here comes from a curtain, and I put some stickles on it and glued it down. Yes. Belly band, handmade card with some stuff in here. And here we have some more interesting stuff. This is again Creative Studio. And cards, and photos, and cards, and and bookmarks. So again, the bookmarks you can use to decorate this journal or another journal or something. These little die cuts, I guess. Here we have it's holding stuff. A little altered paper clip. I'm gonna actually take it off, but I'm gonna show you this side first because it has a little tag stuck to it on the back. So it has this cute tag. And this altered paper clip is a tiny little envelope. And it has a little sticker in it. And I thought that was really cute. So it has a little sticker. And that flower is the stopper. And it's holding this little tag. I thought that was cute. I love tiny stuff. I'm sorry. I do love tiny stuff. Well, kind of depends on the occasion. Never mind. There we go. We have Disney. Now this has been in an album. You know the ones that has the sticky pages and have the you put the plastic cover on, and it gets a lot of the bookmarks that have got this kind of lines from the glue on those pages. So yeah, that's a thing. And also this one has come up. We'll find a place. And everything has edging. Pretty much every page has edging. Sticker, card. This one I did some gold doodling on. More stickles, more cards, more belly bands. And this one is for old photos, but I put a little card in here. So you can write it, you can send it to someone, you can remove this one. It's open here, so you can remove it and put something else in there. Photo something. This lace comes from tablecloth, actually. And here we have a lot of fun stuff. So here's one of my doodles, again inspired by the Creative Cove. This is from a vintage mushroom book. A tarot card and a handmade tag. So it had, I'm sorry, I have a bit of a hiccup. So there's a lot of stuff in here. There we go. And here we have an angel bookmark. She's really pretty. And it's been in an album. I'm thinking it's a little card. And here is a card. Little stenciling. And again, this is so much fun. I did coffee dyed and I sprinkled soot on it. And I got these darker places. So that's actually soot. I like that. I love that look so much. So much. Oops. There we go. And we have a little butterfly there. And some stuff and some altered paper clip here with a little dangle. Another little fairy. Let's put that paper clip in here so we don't forget to put it in. And again, purple. So we are at the end. We are at the last signature of this chunky one. So altered paper clip here, just like that, and it has this vellum envelope, and in here we have a lot of fun stuff like that. And that's a little sketch by me. Oops, that's a little sketch by me, and so on, and it's put in there. So let's flop it over, put it back, and let's put this back. There we go. Oops. It's getting harder to hold the pages now. When I was working with this, I had two stretchy, like elastic bands. So I had one for this page and one for that page. So I just put the elastics down and I worked on it. So that's a tip if you're working on your journal. Use elastic bands. And here we have some, so this is a handmade tag, and you can put some images in these, or you can write something in these little corners here, and you can write on the back. This is from 1935. It is religious things, confirmation, that kind of thing, and more of these receipt stuff, and another one of these. And again, I don't know what to call them, vintage or antique, but yeah. So this little card there is 1935. Here again, Roy Orbison, Running Scared. Fairies. Another one of these old, thicker photos. I don't know, I kind of liked him. There's something about him. And another doggy, and again he's crinkly because I'm kind of scared to iron on top of this shiny paper. But he's so cute. And we have a little fairy on the back. Inked edges, of course, inked edges. Inked edges, need it, I crave it. Oh, and this is another one of those really pretty angels. Hand sketched little, I was about to call it a butterfly. It's not a butterfly, it's a feather. I'm kicking you again, I'm so sorry. Take time to smell the roses, says in there. And you can write them back. And these angels are just so precious. I'm having a hard time finding this type though, so yeah. And here another envelope. I don't have a year, but we have some fun stuff inside. So this is from an old book, so it's very crinkly and very delicate. And here is from Holmenkollen. It is ski jumping in Norway. And if I don't remember it completely wrong, I think they had one of the Olympics there. I could be completely wrong on that. I'm not a sports person, but it's kind of ringing a bell at the back of my head. And apart from these, it was also these flowers. It has some sparklies on it. Sparklies on it. And altered paperclip, I think I said that. Let's flip it over. So this has a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Lots of stuff. And a lot of these guys. And a lot of these real vintage ads. Antique receipts. Lots of trims. Old, new, mixed together. Here again, a real vintage ad from a magazine. This is actually a painting from a friend of mine. And she made it in 2002. And yeah, I thought it fit really well with this journal and this page. So it's in there. And I have one of my own hairs in here too. It's winter now. It's very static. It's like everything just goes to everything. Oh, everything is so staticky. And we have some of this. And in here we have a little booklet thingy. Another one of these cute cards. And some pretty ladies. So we have that. And the pretty pocket is from the Creative Studio. Don't mix it up with the Creative Co. like I keep doing. It's from a Mushroom book, an old book, a handmade card sewn around the edges. And this is taking forever to flip through this, doesn't it? Tag, lace, pocket, handmade, vintage cutout from magazine, handmade card, hand painted, made, lots of stuff. I'm trying to speed things up. Two more of these. Another one. This is it's a church from Västerås, Sweden. And a little notepad thing and angel wing there and some horses. And I hope I'm still filming because my phone is screaming battery right now. And I'm getting stressed. So yeah, I'm stressing here now. Oh, the screen is almost dark on my phone, which means the battery will die soon. And here we have some dingle dangles at the bottom here. Some treble clips and stuff. And another pocket with some more stuff, vintage antique stuff and handmade tags. Lots of bling. Here's, oh, this is where that one is going. This is where this one is going. Okay, now I found that. So here we have another one of these angel cards. We have a fairy in here. We have some stuff in here too. There's stuff everywhere. It's just stuff. All the stuffs. There we go. And it should go in here, I think. Not sure which page it's going on. But let's... Why is that so hard to put it in here? There we go. And here we have another pocket with an envelope with stuff. So again, we have some stickers. We have some of these. Oh, and we have some Beatrice Potter. So pretty. So pretty. So pretty. There we go. And here, and we have another pocket here with stuff in it. So again, stenciled, double stenciled, and there's other stuff in here that I'm not going to show. And we have a little tassel. That took forever. Oh my goodness. Yes, it is very packed. It has a lot of altered paperclip. I don't know if I ever showed you this. So I have this hanging on the edge here. It has a little dingly and a little, like a little bell here at the bottom, and it has a little notebook, butterfly notebook there with lots of stickers on it. And yeah, so this is the chunky, amazing Symphony journal. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. I love this one, and I'm so excited. It's finally done. Yes, it's done. Boing. So I'm gonna go charge my phone now because it's gonna break any moment now. If you see something in here that you want a tutorial on or some more tips on, or to go more into, because I'm working on some more journals, so I can recreate some of the stuff in those journals if it's something special you want to go over. If you have any questions, please drop them in the description down below. And if you like this, give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. This is going to be on my Etsy, and due to the time this has taken, it's going to be expensive. And it has a lot of vintage and antique stuff in it. It has a lot of new stuff in it. It has a lot of handmade details, a lot of hand sewing and machine sewing, and a lot of handmade little things. So it's gonna cost. It's gonna cost. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, so this is my Symphony journal. I hope you like it. Give the video a thumbs up if you do. And I will see you in the next one. I love you guys. See you soon. Bye.